Obviously, that's one more felt you for.
No, it wasn't. Just first goal, obviously, is the one he liked that back. Second goal, it's a ridiculous penalty. Puts us down 5-on-3. They go up 2-0. I actually liked our first period. We did some good things. And I liked the beginning of our second. I thought we came out. We had some chances. Get the 5-on-3 and just turn the whole game around. Turn the absolute whole game around. And now the 7 is the score that people can look at. We're a mentally fragile group right now. To give up that third goal the way we did really demoralized us. I know I said that after during the BC game, but you could just feel it on the bench. I liked a lot of things tonight, a lot more than I did against BC. And this is going to be a process. We're going to hang in there. We're going to come back and keep getting better and better, and we're going to find a way to get it done. It's just, one of those nights where everything they did found its way in the net, and we obviously couldn't find anything to do.
Talk about, the crowd seemed to play a big factor too. Were you guys rattled at all?
No. We had a good first period. They had one good shift before they scored their first goal. And they buzzed us in a little bit. I thought we had some, we had some zone time. I don't think the crowd played anything. I thought early in the second period we came out, we had chances. On their end, we had just frustrated because I thought we took a step in the right direction in a lot of areas. At the 5-on-3, they get what we don't even get a sniff. It's just, hey, you're throwing passes in the skates and you're not, alert, and you shoot when you should pass and you pass when you should shoot, you're going to struggle on a 5-on-3, and that's what happened. And not only do we not score, but they get a goal. It just changes the whole complexion of the game. So.
In which areas did you take a right step?
I thought we were more physical. I thought we got pucks to net more. I liked the line combination. First two lines I thought looked good. They scored 2 goals in the first 5. One little guy loses his stick, another guy breaks his stick. That stuff happens. But that being said, they deserve some of their. They deserve to. They played hard. They're a well-coached team. They played hard, but I thought we played hard too. I feel a lot better with our effort, our physical play, and our intent than I did against BC.
A lot has been written about possession. Tonight, it didn't seem to play much of a factor. It looked really good.
We're making strides, and I know. Believe me, I don't want to lose 7-0 in any way, shape, or form in anything. Losing is tough to swallow, but you got to look big picture, and sometimes you just got to continue to move forward and think big picture and try to get better every day. And it was just one of those games. One of those games. We couldn't seem to keep it out of our net every chance. 7 goals per example. We're in their end for about 35, 45 seconds, have some chances, boom, 2-on-1 goal. So, it's. Good news is we get to play again this weekend. We don't have to sit in our stomachs the way we did last week.
What goes into the decision to pull McGuire after the third goal?
I just thought that the way the momentum was going, I thought he'd like to have the first and third goals back. Just a hunch.
Is that partly for his own sake, his mental game-wise? I don't want him to get too wild going forward.
A bunch of reasons go into that.
At what point do you feel like was it just that third goal that the team kind of lost the winning out of the sails? Or
yeah, I thought that was the turning point. When you don't score on 5-on-3, it's tough to swallow, let alone give up a goal. And it just really changed the complexion of the game.
And does it just take more games played just to get the team to maybe play a little better toward that last half of the game? Because the last half of the game, it seemed like the air was really out of the team's sails.
I thought we were okay in the third period. I didn't think that was the case in the third period. I just thought that, again, we're a fragile group. And we've got to learn to toughen up. We've got to learn to continue to persevere. And right now we're not there yet. It's a process. We better do it in a hurry because we're already 10 games in. We're third into the season. We're a little less than the third in the season. So we don't have much more time to learn while we're losing. And we've got to find a way to get back on the saddle and get ready for UConn on Sunday afternoon.
How would you assess O'Connor's performance?
Good. Played well.
It seemed like at that point it was more the defense getting the win taken out of them. When those goals
and they were opportunistic.
Right.
They were very opportunistic. Give them credit. They had chances, they buried them. Doc Rivers used to say it's a make-or-miss league in the NBA, and you get chances to get it buried, and we didn't. Because we had chances. And we just didn't capitalize on them, and they got them, and they buried them. So give them credit.
And McGregor didn't see that after his penalty.
Right.
Is that the extent of his punishment for that penalty, or is he in there Sunday?
Too early to decide.
And you have the rare day between 2 weekend games.
Right.
What's the schedule like tomorrow? What's the plan tomorrow?
We'll talk about that when we get home. And, again, I'll probably watch the film on the bus and make a decision when we get home.